What's up guys, EPICJONTUAZON here. It's been a quick minute since I've made a video like this. First and foremost, I just want to thank you guys for all of your support. I think we're at like 167,000 subscribers right now, and it's made a phenomenal jump from 2018 to 2019. So thank you so much for you guys to support the channel. And I know I've made a drastic shift from going from cars to tech, which is drones and computers and all that stuff, all the way to tattoos. But it's really me pushing my creativity, and there's nothing more creative than seeing an artist draw something up or tattoo something on someone or create something on a certain piece of canvas that, you know, they normally would not have the opportunity to do so. So thank you guys for helping me push my creativity, and thank you so much for supporting the channel. Today I want to talk about what kind of drone I've been flying. A lot of you have been asking me, hey, are you still using the Mavic? Have I upgraded? Have I moved on? Have I tried something different? And the answer is yes. I've upgraded to the Autel EVO, which is a 4K drone, folds up just like the Mavic, very similar, and we'll get to that in a little bit, but it does shoot 4K and 60 frames per second, which is awesome. It folds up, so it definitely fits in my backpack, and it comes with a real nice controller that holds your phone. You don't have to buy any extra accessories, or I haven't had to buy any accessories. So let's dive right into it. So right here, this is the Autel EVO. You might look at it and say, hey, it looks different. That's because it's covered with a mighty skin. I didn't really like the orange it came in. I felt it was too loud, and when I was flying, I kind of didn't like to see that orange in the air, and I don't know, I just didn't really like it. It didn't vibe with me. I went on to Mighty Skins, picked up a camo skin, which is fairly easy to apply. You just got to be a little bit meticulous, make sure you clean down the drone and all that. But I think it adds a little bit of personalization, and I think it looks a little bit better. So that being said, Autel EVO does fold up. Similar to the Mavic, the arms fold in and it can collapse, so you can throw it in your backpack. The props are removable. It does come with a gimbal cover. It's a little bit heavier and a little bit bulkier, but I think the function outweighs the weight, so I'm okay with it being a little bit bulkier and heavier going into my backpack. The one thing I do like about it is that with the controller, everything folds up again, but you have this little stand here that helps hold your phone or your, I don't know if you can fit a tablet in there, but I have a Pixel 4 and it fits just fine, which is great because I don't have to put any other attachments in the bottom. With the Mavic, I had to have this little plate here that held my phone, then plug it in, run a couple wires around, but this folds right up, goes right into your backpack, and whenever you need it, you can just fold it right out. Don't have to worry about plugging anything else in. And then I also have a Mighty Skin. It came with a whole set where it comes with the controller, face, and then it gives you a couple extra ones for the batteries, which was awesome. So a couple of reasons why I switched from the DJI MAVIC to the Autel EVO. One, it doesn't have geofencing. And for those of you who don't know what geofencing is, it's basically a software-designed boundary system that prevents you from flying in certain areas that you shouldn't be flying in anyway. But for me, I'd find myself in a parking lot with no one around right before an event's about to happen, and I just want to get an aerial shot of, you know, the surrounding area, kind of give perspective to what I'm shooting. And the DJI MAVIC wouldn't let me fly or even take off. Let's just say 30 to 50 feet. That's all I needed. I'd probably be shooting for maybe 2 minutes. And if someone were to come by, or if I heard a helicopter or a plane or something, obviously I would just land it and play the safe route. But the geofencing kind of didn't let me allow me to fly or take off. And if I'm paying like $700 for a drone, I want to be able to fly where I want to fly. And then that ultimately puts responsibility on me as the pilot to recognize, hey, this is not a safe situation, I shouldn't be doing this, this could be illegal. And I encourage everyone to get educated on the drone laws or the aerial laws, and I know different countries have certain laws, but that should be on the pilot. So geofencing is number one, huge for me, that I want to be able to fly where I want to fly. Two, it shoots 60 frames per second in 4K, which I'm not sure if you guys have noticed, but lately in my footage from the second half of 2019, a lot of the aerial footage has gotten significantly more cinematic and smoother. That's because I'm shooting in 60 frames per second aerially. and that allows me to just slow it down to 30 frames per second and make everything a little bit more dramatic. And I love that in the video. So I hope you guys can appreciate the aerial footage from the second half of 2019 getting a little bit better. So that's number 2. Being able to shoot 60 frames per second is huge for me. And last but not least, it may not be a big issue for anyone, but I seem to notice and like it. The controller doesn't seem to lose any battery whenever I fly. The actual batteries tend to die out within, what, 20 minutes, maybe 25 minutes, depending how aggressive you're flying. But the remote itself seems to last, I don't know, like 8 to 10 flights for me, and which is so awesome. So I don't have to worry about charging the remote as much. The actual Autel EVO batteries I have to worry about charging, which, you know, the indicators, like all batteries, they tell you what level they're at. Also on the actual controller, they tell you what level they're at. But I really don't have to worry about charging this, which makes it one less thing for me to have to worry about. So that is that. The Autel EVO is the current drone I'm flying with. They don't make many accessories, and I think you don't really need any accessories for the Autel EVO. Again, it's just another drone. It's so much fun to fly. Again, the big reasons why I switched was, 1, the geofencing, and then the 60 frames per second. The third one's a little bit of a stretch with the battery life, but still awesome to have. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions about the Autel EVO, shoot them in the comment section below. I'll try to answer anything I've gotten to. But within the last 6 months, I love this drone. Unless it gets any lighter or smaller, like the Mavic Air, I definitely want to try the Mavic Air. But again, the geofencing is a little cause of concern for me. But again, I love the Autel EVO. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe below. Other than that, I'll catch you guys on the next video. See ya.